Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's topic. Mac Jones looks to be on his way out in New England. You know, Patriot world. Hey, yo! Listen, this is why it's funny, right? Because a lot of these people were, talking about, Mac Jones is the guy. He's so fly. Guess you're wrong about that one, too. But this is why I'm covering this right today, right? So, Mac Jones is being reported that Bill Belichick has been shopping him throughout multiple teams. Hey, what do you give me for him? Whatever you got, bro. Whatever change you got in your pocket, I'll take it, bro. So now he's on his way out, Mac Jones, which then leaves a spot for a QB. And what did Robert Kraft say at the owners meeting for one name of Lamar Jackson? It's up to Billy. Billy equates to Bill Belichick. Look, this saddens me. It really does. Because if I had to pick a team, look. I'm going to keep trying to hammer this home because a lot of people don't believe it. I want Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. I really do. I truly want him here. I just want Baltimore to shape themselves up so we can actually have a chance to win something with him. That's not conjecture. That's fact. The problem that I'm having, right, with this whole scenario is that Bill Belichick has been he's been slipping from the other day. Like, think about it. Everybody was mad that Mac Jones regressed offensively, right? They're like, he made regressions. But Bill Belichick gave him a defensive coach and a special teams coach to call plays and to be the offensive coordinators for him. Like, I know you're supposed to be the hood. I know you're supposed to be a genius, but that seems kind of kooky to me. And the defensive coordinator that he made, Patricia, whatever his name is, right, was absolutely horrid by himself in Detroit. And you trusted your offense and your young QB in his hands. That is a representation of bad leadership. See, this goes back to start to ask the questions of who was more the reason for their winning, Belichick or Brady? You get where I'm coming from? And everybody, including myself, is leaning more and more to Brady, even though I felt like, there was cheating involved at times and a lot of refs giving them a lot of things at crucial times. All that being said, I would be distraught if Lamar Jackson went to go play for the Patriots. One, because it's looking like Bill Belichick is slipping. Two, Boston is not nice nor cordial with their players, and you know what I mean by players. And three, if he himself, Belichick, is on the hot seat, right? That means Lamar would have to deal with another head coach coming in to replace him, and the head coach picking another or new offensive coordinator to be the guy to call the plays for Lamar Jackson. That seems like a lot of fluctuation to me. Don't you think? And look, I'm laughing at all this because the NFL really does stand for not for long, right? It really does. It really, really does. We're watching so many teams have the opportunity to go out and get a player of Lamar's caliber, and they're saying, look, we're sticking to our guns. Let Baltimore deal with him. That's Baltimore's guy. We'll leave him alone. But I don't know how it will go down in Patriot world, because Belichick, as much as you see him there, he doesn't conform to other people's rules well. He likes to do it his way, and if it's not his way, he usually picks you to go up the highway. You get where I'm coming from? So I don't want Lamar Jackson there. I really, really don't. And look, the reason why I'm thinking more and more that Lamar Jackson will be dealt away from the Baltimore Ravens, this also is another story today that had broke. The Ravens are meeting with Anthony Richardson for a third time. That's a lot. That is a lot. Look, months and months ago, I had got on, I forgot his name. Oh, yeah, Bucky Brooks on this idea that the Ravens could get another athletic QB, put him into the lineup, and he could do exactly what Lamar Jackson could do, because they're running a college style offense, and they don't need the guy to be Brady or Manny. They just need to be athletic and be able to take hits and extend plays and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like the Ravens heard what Bucky Brooks said, and it's looking like they're about to use that model going forward for this team. And the reason why I say that is because Huntley. So far, what the Ravens have shown is that every quarterback that they've picked, except for Flacco, has been expendable. Very expendable. Specifically, one named Lamar. Now, look, I know people are going to say, well, we offered him a contract. They knew he wasn't going to accept that contract. They knew. Would you? Seriously, if you're in Lamar Jackson's, if you're in his shoes, would you accept it? No, you would not. You would overlook it. You would say, no, that's not my worth. So it's not even a thing of him being greedy. It's him being like, look, the market doesn't even dictate that, right? So my thing is, I'm looking at the way they're building the team. If you bring in an Anthony Richardson, right? If you do, this is already a team that has said that they do not believe in paying high caliber wide receivers, right? So we would still be devoid in the wide receiver room. Then you would have to deal with a rookie quarterback that stats do not say that he right now is a polished passer in the NFL, or at least at an NFL level. And for anybody that's going to argue with me and say, oh, well, neither was Lamar, he doesn't even have a inch, a centimeter of the college tape that Lamar Jackson had put on display for the whole world to see. People keep forgetting. Lamar Jackson, total yardage was almost, 5,000 and something yards total. He threw almost for 4,000 yards and rushed for 1,500 yards. Man won the Heisman. That other guy right there came nowhere close to any of those feats. None of them. But if they're looking at Anthony Richardson, right, that would mean that they've been in talks with the Colts, like I told y'all before. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, man, this is looking like a lot of the deals are going to be made and get done is going to be after the draft or during the draft, but not a minute before. Because here's the thing. They might be looking at Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. Look, Anthony Richardson looks amazing. I hope he has an amazing career. I hope he is gangbusters. But you're trying to tell me an unproven player who has yet to put on a lot of college tape to say, hey, this is what we're getting from you. On top of that, right, you're willing to put all your eggs in that basket? I'm really thinking this is where everyone kept saying that the Ravens did not invest in Lamar's arm. They were only invested in his legs. And if this is their course of action, that means they're not changing anything, guys. They're not learning from their mistakes. You get where I'm coming from? They're going to make the same mistakes over again. And I'm going to give you the perfect reason why. Let's say Anthony Richardson is actually he comes out. He doesn't need a year to get good. He comes out and he's good. He's dynamic as soon as he hits the field. Let's say they win 9 or 10 games with him, right? What's to say that they're going to surround him with weapons? No, seriously. What would right now say that the Baltimore Ravens would if everyone likes, I like Anthony Richardson, what would you say would surround him with weapons? Do you think they would? I don't think they would. Because they haven't shown the compensity to be able to do it with any of their quarterbacks. So then you would be investing into his legs. You would be investing in, you already have tight ends there. You'd be investing into his legs, and you'd be saying, all right, man, go earn us, go do your thing. Right? I don't see Anthony Richardson sliding out of the top 10. He's too gifted of an athlete, even if it's at the quarterback position. And he's not that, and let's say he's not the bombastic quarterback that everyone thinks, Stroud and them are, right? Even if he's not, then guess what? He's still athletically gifted on a supreme level. Meaning people will say, look, if we could hit, I think Steve Smith said it, he's like Bitcoin. He's like Bitcoin. It's like, yo, all right, let's invest in it and see what happens. It could tank. But if you hit, it's over. Over. We're talking a faster Cam Newton. But once again, even with the Cam Newton, if that's his comp, Cam Newton came in as a Heisman winner and a football national champion. You get where I'm coming from? So that's why I'm not good on either of this. I'm at a point now to where I'm just looking for the boat to burn because I know that they're not going to do what they have to do. Even if, let's say for the sake of argument, right? They say, look, we're going to deal with Lamar, but we're going to get this other guy weapons, right? Let's say the Ravens say, finally, we're going to get weapons. Lamar Jackson's not here. We got more money to spend. Yay. So we can go get weapons. What's the guarantee that the QB that they draft can get the weapons, the ball? What's the guarantee that the quarterback that they pick up through draft or through trade can run the offense properly? What's to say that quarterback can withstand a full 17-game season? What can say that you could trust that player in the playoffs? So that's what I'm saying. This doesn't look pretty either or. This is why I'm trying to hammer home why I feel the way I do when it comes to one named Lamar. Because then what are you really asking yourself? Like, what are we doing? If you're going to say we're going to go all defense, right? And we'll have a versatile offense. Look who you have to go against. Look, it's not for me to know, bro. You guys can look it up yourselves, bro. The AFC is chock full of talent at the QB position. Chock full. Do you think we're going to be able to win 10 games with a rookie quarterback if he doesn't have weapons and on top of it, all of the assets and stuff are on the defensive side of the ball? Does that even make sense? I don't want Lamar in Boston. I think that would go down in flames. I really do. I really, truly do. I truly, truly believe that would be a super bad fit for him. And I think that the Ravens would get a player that cannot hold up or be effective as we've come to be used to with one named Lamar Jackson. I want this to get fixed. I do not want Bill Belichick to be his next coach. I want him here. And the biggest proportion that everyone should be looking at is the Colts. Because why would the Colts, think about it. Why would they be meeting with Anthony Richardson so many times? And why would the Colts be in Baltimore for so long? Doesn't make sense. Does it? No. And wherever there's smoke, there is fire. And it's seeming that there's a lot of fire in Baltimore. God help us all, because I really, truly don't think that they have a proper viewpoint on how to go forward. I know people are going to come at me and say, no, Nitro, no. They have all the stuff in the world. They're so smart. We won so many Super Bowls without Lamar, so we can do it again. It doesn't matter. They get paid to do it. You don't. We've already seen that they've had a lot of stuff in the background be mistakes, like injuring players, like keeping on offensive coordinators too long, like hiring offensive coordinators that are not even fit to be a high school coach. Like getting rid of weapons when you're already devoid in that department. So, I mean, look, I would watch. Listen, I already told y'all the two teams are definitely been talking to the Ravens. But another player has just joined the game and is definitely New England. I would hate for it to happen. I truly would. But hey, if it does, I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But to see Lamar Jackson in a Patriot, it makes me sick to my stomach. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Nasty. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Hey, yo, look. Thank you all for watching. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and you know I appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. We talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just be cordial and respectful to other people, and we got no problems. And if you would like to leave a donation and help this platform grow, at the bottom of the screen is a QR code for a Cash App. You can also find that Cash App in the description. Money sign, The Wunderkind Show. And also now available in the description of every video that we'll be putting out is now the Patreon for The Wunderkind Show. And so it has one tier right now. It's going to have more, but it opens up to a lot of back access that I think will make you guys happy, including a Discord and questions from subscribers, which I know a lot of you know from Ingraven himself. So once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. The show's Nitro signing off, and as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yep.